It's now my pleasure to introduce our opening speaker. Randall Winston serves as Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure for the City of Los Angeles, where he leads Mayor Karen Bass's infrastructure policy and alignment of public works and transportation investments. Did I get that okay? He does it all. His career spans public service, law, architecture, sustainability, and urban development, with a consistent focus on equitable and climate-resilient communities. Prior to joining the City of Los Angeles, Randall served as Executive Director of the California Strategic Growth Council under Governor Jerry Brown, where he helped direct more than $1.3 billion towards sustainable community investments across California. His work has consistently bridged disciplines and sectors from climate policy and infrastructure planning to architecture, governance, and environmental innovation, making him an especially fitting voice to help open today's conversation about resilience, coordination, and institutional partnership. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Randall Winston. And I'm
little tilting. That is perfectly fine. Boy, what a joy it is to be here this morning. Can folks hear me okay? I'll try to project to make sure that you all can hear. Good morning, everyone. Thank you. It really is great to be here with you all this morning. And I want to thank the UCLA Institute of the Environment and Sustainability, as well as, of course, the Sustainable LA Grand Challenge team, for all the groundbreaking research and forward-leaning work that's taking place here and has taken place here over so many years. It really is, I think, convenings like this that help to move us forward. You know, as we reflect on the firestorm of January 2025, I think we're reminded that cities remain on the front line of the climate crisis. 16 months ago, I was in our Emergency Operations Center helping to direct our city departments amidst what felt like unimaginable devastation. The scale of the loss and the sheer disruption. And in the weeks that followed, I was sharing this with colleagues here earlier today, I experienced a sort of whipsaw from working with the Biden administration up until the end of January, followed by the Trump administration, while of course trying to navigate the response to the crisis and then the recovery. What I'll say is this: whether Democrat or Republican, rich or poor, whether there is belief or disbelief, climate change impacts us all. And we're seeing the impacts intensify. I know you all know that and see that. From longer and hotter summers to more destructive fire seasons and heavier rainfall. These changes are already affecting the health, safety, and daily lives of our residents throughout Los Angeles. And today I want to share how LA is building a more resilient, climate-adapted city to ensure that all Angelenos can thrive. Despite a changing climate, I think we have tremendous opportunity and responsibility to work with our communities, businesses, and government partners on climate action. Now, in response to the wildfires, Mayor Bass issued an emergency executive directive that ordered city departments to rebuild the Palisades more resiliently, so Los Angeles could better withstand future wildfire and climate disasters. This called for more agile permitting process for all-electric, more fire-resistant homes, promoting the use of fire-resistant materials in the rebuilding process, ensuring LADWP infrastructure is more reliable, and updating wildfire preparedness and planning across the city and thereby the region. The city is improving landscape management, encouraging stormwater retention on-site for dousing, and moving toward Zone 0 rules, which will help harden our landscapes, to future wildfires. The city is also seeking funds to create training programs that will prepare workers for wildfire management and construction jobs. Now, on the energy side, we are working to underground critical infrastructure to reduce wildfire risks and modernize our grid. I know we have the president of our DWP commission here right with us today. And a key example is the upgrade of Distribution 29 right next to the Palisades Village. This is going to serve as a centralized energy hub for the Pacific Palisades, tripling capacity, improving reliability, and supporting the transition to electrification. This investment is part of a broader strategy to harden our energy system, including the development of the Sunset backbone. So if you go out to the Palisades on Sunset Boulevard, you'll see a lane that is closed down because they are right now working to build a more resilient transition line that will be designed to maintain grid stability during extreme conditions. They'll finish on Sunset throughout the coming months and start undergrounding in the neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods, in January of next year. By increasing local load capacity, we are future-proofing the Palisades to meet the growing demand for electric vehicles and home electrification projects across the neighborhood. You know, in Los Angeles, also adopted California's new WUI building codes under Title 24, focusing on enhanced ember-resistant construction for new builds and major remodels in fire hazard severity zones. The codes now apply to more high fire severity zones within urban limits. And beyond the new permitting and infrastructure, we also want to ensure a resilient future is grounded in partnerships. The city is working with organizations like U.S. Green Building Council to provide training and resources on resilient building practices, and we are expanding public-private partnerships through initiatives like LACI and Alta-C to accelerate innovation. We're also demonstrating that investments in basic services can deliver climate benefits. Programs like our Solar Street Lights initiative improve infrastructure while reducing energy use and greenhouse gas emissions. Now, these are just a few of the initiatives we're leading at the city under the leadership of Mayor Karen Bass. Whether it's the private sector, nonprofits, or academic partners, we know the city is at its finest when we work together. And we are very conscious of how fortunate we are to have some of the world's most important, finest research institutions located right here. As a city, we recognize that we have a long history of partnerships with academic institutions which allow us to leverage world-class research and advance our efforts in sustainability and resilient futures. Here at UCLA, researchers are partnering with local organizations to test soil and fire-impacted communities, helping fill critical information gaps, and ensuring residents have access to the data they need to protect their health. We also saw how the Blue Ribbon Commission came together again here at UCLA, spearheaded by UCLA, in response to the fires, and provided the city and the county with guidance on how to ensure long-term, equitable, and resilient outcomes as we rebuild. These partnerships are essential. A lesson we've learned from this moment is clear to us. We cannot build resilience on our own. It is something we must build together across sectors and disciplines and in partnership with the communities we serve. By doing so, we'll know we will build safer, healthier, and a more resilient Los Angeles. So with that, I thank you again and look forward to a wonderful and hopefully enriching day. Thank you.